Welcome to Hip Hop Gems TV. Got very, very special guest today. Someone who I feel is needs to be in the conversation. And when we talk about MCs, when we talk about lyricism, when we talk about real shit, StackSkrilla.
Love, thank you, brother.
My God.
What's up, Ken?
How are you feeling, brother?
Blessed, man. I can't complain. I feel good aside from the heat. We straight.
Happy to have you here, man. So let's get into this shit, man. Let's talk about who is StackSkrilla, man.
StackSkrilla. Oof. StackSkrilla is a young man with a lot to say. From New York, Bronx to be exact. Say a rebel, man. A man that goes against what they feel is right. You know what I'm saying? A man that's on a mission. Everything that I can be and that much more. That's who StackSkrilla is. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful, man. You say you're a rebel, man. You say you going against everything that I guess what society would deem right. How do you feel moving in that space has like led you into like your artistry, like being an MC?
I feel it's no boundaries with me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that third eye opens that much more. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't follow rules. You know, there's no need for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a creative, and what I do shouldn't have no rules. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is open to everybody's own interpretation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's done a lot. It's done a lot. You know.
I definitely hear that in your music, though, man. I want to add from lyricism to just even the way you paint pictures for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like a lot of it is like, yo, that shit is beautiful how it comes from you. Like the way your ability to be able to be like, yo, look, this shit gonna go over here, this verse gonna go here. It all adds up together. Right. You know what I mean? So that's something I definitely had noticed in your music, man. Let's talk about early influences, because being from the Bronx, I think there's a whole sea of influences and just being able to pick, you know, who you kind of like came up listening to, shit like that.
Early was just, you know, regular. It was the greats, you know, Tupac, Big. Teenage years, it became, you know, your Diplomats, your G Units, your Lil Waynes and stuff like that. I was really into mixtape rap. For this, I felt like mixtape rap is exactly what I was saying earlier. It's like not following rules. It's everything that doesn't make the album. You know what I'm saying? There's no specific direction with the music, yet there is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a little bit of everybody growing up. Definitely the Diplomats heavy. You know, Desert Storm, A-Team, Beanie Shit. Just a little bit of everybody. I listen to everything. Everything coming up.
So would you say a lot of them help influence your style as well? Dipset, all
yeah, probably without knowing for sure.
I want to get into, man, because there's one thing I noticed about you is your visuals too, bro. Before I even jump into a lot of shit, a lot of your videos are fire, man. So are you shooting those or?
Yeah. My man Stainless shoots them. He part of the team. Very fire videographer.
A lot of your visuals, man. Yeah, okay. A lot of your visuals definitely come off like that, though, bro. So creatively, are you like just giving him an idea of like, yo, this is what I want to do?
At times I do. Because at the end of the day, he's an artist himself. So most of the time, if I'm not giving him a vision, it's you know, you take this music and you make it come to life. You give me your interpretation or your perception of this, and it pretty much goes from there.
Dope shit, bro. You got dropped a lot of music, man, from 2020 to 2021, even up until now. It's been like a fucking flood. Just even from EPs to Lucy's that you was throwing out to albums. I want to dive into just creatively, how do you decide like, yo, I'm gonna put this on an album, I'm gonna just throw this out there? What's your mind frame with that?
When it comes to projects, well, usually, you know, I converse with a producer or whatnot, build some type of foundation. You send me some packs of beats or whatnot, and you know, I just go through those. And once I'm locked in, usually I do projects with just one producer. I haven't like mixed it up yet. But once I pretty much get the gist of what I'm doing as far as idea wise, project name, blah blah blah, I'll pretty much just go through those packs and just, you know, keep going through those beats and pretty much select those for that. In between time, it's it's a free fall. You know what I'm saying? Like, just open up that email and it's just like, if it's fire and it doesn't connect with anything else, or this finna be a Lucy, or let me put this on tuck and this might be for some later, but I don't really have too much music in the sense of like that you're not hearing, because I don't like holding on to music.
I feel like that with you though.
Yeah.
It's like, every time I look, there's like, you got some shit that's out there. Like, even like checking like your fucking Apple Music, you say that it's like, you got a whole library of just like mad fucking music, bro. So salute to you for that. Definitely, Stay.
Thank you.
What else you got going for the year, yo? Because I know you did you dropped 5 for 20, like April. So I want to say April-ish.
Just more working, traveling, shows, working on a project now. But nothing specific besides the work. I know nothing else. We not where we need to be. So my head is down and we just working.
What does that look like for you though, man? You said you're not where we need to be. What, I don't want to say end goal, because I mean, at some points it's like we may look at it like there is no end goal.
Right.
So what does that look like for you though? Like, where you want to be look like for you?
Comfortability, freedom, nothing holding me back from nothing. You know what I'm saying? I could go from A to C. Schedule is free. I make things happen when I need to make them happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of freedom. When I'm able to feed people, snap of a finger.
Dope shit. So there's a lot of MCs who came up here. Some got managers, some don't. I want to be able to ask you, how has having a manager affected you in terms of career wise, or even just like how you maneuver,
It's like it's like putting something on display that been needed to be put on display. You know what I'm saying? And being that managers have certain connections and relationships, now it's able to put my talent more to the forefront. It's a beautiful thing. I can't complain. Meeting, working with somebody who works just as hard as me, it's great.
A lot of people say like, the rap, for some people say, the rap shit is like the easy thing. Having a team and being able to like put a team together to kind of like dot I's and cross T's. I think that it has been, in any kind of field, because I think as us as creatives, because rappers are creatives, so I think as us as creatives, I think people need to be able to have a manager or have a team to kind of like dot I's, cross T's, to be able to, I guess, like, paint pictures differently for the creative. Because it's like, you can be able to dive in and tap in and do like mad different shit, but like somebody else got to be able to tell you to like, no.
Right.
You know what I mean? Do you have that? Would you say like, if maybe like you recorded a song or maybe a certain verse, whether if not being a manager or just somebody like around the, in your camp, do you got somebody to be like, nah, that shit whack?
I think that's bold. Yeah, I do. It don't happen, but I'm glad that I know I have honest enough people around me that if I'm bugging out, it'll be told.
Right. I think that shit is important. And personally, I feel like I don't think nobody should be telling you that your shit is whack. I
feel the same way.
But I definitely feel like as creatives, I think that that's just something that
it's needed.
You hear,
it's needed.
Because I think at some point, man, art from a creative standpoint is like, look, this is my shit. Sensitive people are sensitive about their shit, so it's like, when people are able to tell you like, nah, man, don't put that out, or that's whack or some shit. You know what I mean?
I relate.
Yeah, man.
I relate. That's why I feel like I put so much into it, so hopefully I don't ever get that,
Absolutely.
But if I get it, I get it. We see how we could work around it.
Absolutely, man. So I want to jump back to 5 for 20 real fast, man. So you said I know you work with a lot of producers who produce your the whole project entirely. Who was that producer that did that?
2 for 15.
2 for 15. Shout out to 2 for 15.
Shout out
definitely,
2 for 15.
Definitely follow his work. How long did it take to put that together, man? That whole project.
What's crazy is I was working on a project or just finishing a project, and I was just in the zone. I already knew what I wanted to do with this project. I caught a zone real quick. I think I wrote it like I feel like it took me a month, maybe a month, if not 2 to 3 weeks or something like that. But 5 for 20, I had it for a while. Like, I had it on top because I was dealing with another project. So I was pretty much like ahead of the game kind of thing without knowing. But I would say it took me like a month.
Dope shit. I feel like right after you dropped it, because I know Shoot the Shoe had came out,
right,
and the album cover was fire, and you had Raymond Felton on that shit. The single cover was dope. Your consistency, man, I just feel like that shit, like, we talked on camera, but it's like, yo, you cannot not mention your name with this, bro. Like, you are always working.
Right.
Tell us about your work ethic, though, man.
I mean, we calling it work because it's work, but it don't seem like it, you know. I wake up and I go straight to the email. I might handle a couple of phone calls, maybe some business or whatnot, but I'm working. Like, I'm just looking for them sounds, and I just go. Ain't nothing to think about for me.
That's just fire. You know? That. I feel like that, man. It's constant work with you, man. Constant singles or constant just like visuals. Like, you're always there. So what would you say the message in your music is, brother?
Message in my music, go and get it. Don't let nobody tell you shit. Understand that the journey's not gonna be what you think it is. It's gonna be a lot of bumps in that road, but you keep pushing. Keep whatever it is you do, you know, just do that. I speak to those people, whether they doing something positive or negative, you know. Hopefully it ain't negative, you know what I'm saying? But point blank period, just do you. You know what I'm saying? And do well and do good for those around you that you know are there for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, it's the go-getters, you know what I'm saying? Gotcha. Anybody that really wants something, nobody that's, you know, a walking contradiction, you know?
I relate a lot to a lot of your music, man. I really feel like in a lot of ways you talking to myself, from just motivating bars to even just something down to something simple as simple shit. Just, you understand what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of things that you hit on, it hits to what needs to be spoken about. I mean, to what the average person is dealing with.
Right.
You know what I mean? So salute to you just for even tapping into that level. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Absolutely, bro. I wanna ask you this, and I mean, just even, I know, like I said, yo, we was building off camera, man. One thing I just want to bring into the light, yo, do you feel that show wise, I want to ask you this, man. Do you feel like we should see more of you performing?
For sure. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I feel like I need to see you on the bill, man. Like, I definitely I don't know. Have you performed? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But not as often. You know, probably a couple years back, but nothing recently. You know, so we finna get that in soon.
Absolutely, man. I feel like a lot of the energy that you bring on a lot of music would be great on stage.
Right.
You know, man, what it is you do there. Stack, man. Before we get out of here, because I know we always wrap up each show with a gem.
Okay.
So we always ask each guest, to give us a gem. Could you give us a gem, brother?
A gem. Listen more. I feel like everybody tends to talk too much, and there's a lot of information that you might be missing majority of the time because you want to talk so damn much. So I think people need to fall back sometimes and listen to whoever it may be, because sometimes the stupidest people might say the brightest things.
I always thought that way. It's like, yo, there's always something hidden somewhere. There's always a message somewhere.
And you gotta grab it.
And you gotta grab
onto that shit. If you listening, you'll get it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, that is StackSkrilla.
Or
thank you, brother.
Thank you, King.
Nah, thank you, King, man.
Bless.
Yeah. StackSkrilla. Right. Yeah. Hey yo, I just wanna shoot. I put 30 in the passenger side of your coupe. then repeat like the loop. My love real, but I'm gruesome too. I smoke more than I believe I do. Call shots from the skybox. She had one eye on me like Cyclops. I could never run into my ops. We put different work in. I got a whole other time slot. I ain't paying mind and them telling me what I'm not. I'm setting trends without trending. I gave her 10 and she spent it. She give me rules and I break them. Shorty say you move like you taking. Focused on this cadence. I might spend the day in Venice. Andre Agassi's on, I ain't playing tennis. Bars for life, I'm ready for the next sentence. Put the dollar amount and press enter. Sent the message to the message senders. I'ma make it spring in December. Still sharp and still don't get bent up. Run things in a Sprinter. I'm in Vermont underground, building money printers. It ain't start yet, but is you finished? 20K lost, that's all my children. Remember we was in the building, just building. Now that money damn near touched the ceiling. What a feeling, don't get knocked off. I'm probably taking your mom's socks off. Extra gun in the sock drawer. All day long, this was the moment she was waiting for. Yeah. I'm an asshole like that. Yeah. Right.